we are asked here to simplify square root of 64 to the negative 1 plus 36 to the negative 1. So what shall we do? First and foremost, we want to remove the negative exponent by simply introducing here a what? Instead of 64, you will have 1 over 64, right? And here you have, instead of 36 to the negative 1, you will have 1 over 36. And then now we simplify that by taking the LCD. What's the LCD of 64 and 36? Now the best way to do this is to note that 64 is just, what is 64? 64 is just 2 to the, if we try, okay? If we try to get its prime factors, 64 will just be 2 to the 2 times 32, and 32 is 2 to the 5, or basically 64 is just 2 to the 6, okay? And 36 on the other hand will be what? What's the prime factor of 36? 36 will just be 9 times 4. 9 can just be broken down into 3 squared, and 4 can be broken down into 2 squared, okay? 2 times 2. So 36 is just equivalent to 3 squared times 2 to the 2. So all in all, the LCD will be containing this 3 factors. So the LCD will be 2 to the 6. It must contain 2 to the 6, and it must also contain 3 squared. Okay, so basically it's a, what's 2 to the 6? That's 64 times 9. Okay, but we don't really need to evaluate that, because when we take the LCD now, this is what we do. Okay, this one divided by 2 to the 6, which is 64, will just be equal to 3 squared, or simply 9, right? This divided by this one will just be 9. Plus, again, this term divided by 36 is this. You will get a what? What will be the net? I think you will get a 2 to the, let me check. 2 to the 6 times 3 squared divided by 3 squared times 2 to the 4. 3 squared cancels, 2 to the 4 cancels with that, and we are left with 2 squared, or simply a 4. Okay, so what we are left with now is this one. Square root of 15 all over 2 to the 6 times 3 squared, which of course we can take the square root of that, right? Because when you take the square root, you simply divide the exponent by 2. So this will be square root of 15. 2 to the 6 is 2 cubed, and 3 squared is 3 to the 1. Okay, when we take the square root of it. All in all, this will be square root of 15. 2 cubed is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. So the answer will be, so this whole thing will just be equivalent to square root of 15 all over 24. Wait, I think I made a mistake somewhere. I think this is where I made a mistake. When I take the LCD of 36, this divided by 36, so it's not 3 squared 2 to the 4th, but just 3 squared 2 squared. So I will be left with 2 to the 4th. Okay, so sorry for that. It must be, so this must be 2 to the 4th, or simply 16, not 4. Okay, and this will make it 25. And if that is 25, then this thing will just be, square root of 25 is 5, so it will just be 5 over 24. Okay, so this thing here will just be 5 over 24. So that will be my answer, 5 over 24.